density-based spatial clustering and its applications with noise. So that is the meaning of DB-scan. So it is also called as a density-based algorithm. So the meaning of DB-scan is density-based spatial clustering applications with noise. So that is called DB-scan. So the importance of DB scanning algorithm is to handle the noisy data which are presented in on different kind of spatial applications. So we have set of large kind of images of large number of noisy and outlier data which is found in the images. So to handle the noisy and outliers data in a large data sets, so we will implement the DB scan clustering algorithm. So that is also density based spatial clustering of applications with noise is all algorithm name. So it is also called as the density based algorithm. So here is a density is a very important feature which need to getting information for various number of points with a specified radius. That is called as epsilon value. So density also will take as epsilon value of the particular data set. So especially density based algorithm is a core point with a specified number of points should be within the epsilon. Then only we form the cluster. The exterior points of the epsilon should be taken as a outliers or noisy of the data. So that can be considered for the our major constraint for DB scan algorithm. First, we have to select one core point. Based on the core point, we have to select the minimum points within the epsilon itself, within the radius itself, so that within the radius elements only we form a cluster. So these are the points should be the interior of the clusters. All the points should be interior of the cluster. Then only we form one cluster. So the border point of the fewer minimum points within epsilon, it is also called as the neighborhood core points of the element. And these are some of the noisy points also identified. It's not a core point, it is not a border point. That should be considered as a noisy and outliers of data for a particular application. So I will explain in briefly with the suitable example. Check this example, you can clearly understand about that. Let us I consider these set of pixel points are there. Out of these pixel points, first I need to find out the core point. So for example, this is a core point. Let us suppose this is a core point. From the core point to the I define the boundary of the particular distance. So distance is like epsilon. If the based on I define the some epsilon value. So based on the epsilon value, what are the points are inside of the boundary? So that should be as a form as a one cluster. So some of the points are the on the boundary also will consider the core point. Some of the points are outside of the boundary should be considered as a noise point. So noise points are identified from the out of the boundary. Out of the boundary points should be considered noisy. So here basically very important thing is epsilon is a very important thing. Based on epsilon value, cluster group. The points also belongs on the boundary of the epsilon also will consider as a so based on the based on the so based on the data so let us we consider the minimum point should be 4 should be as a cluster group. So the minimum based on the minimum points we are taking the epsilon distance, that is called distance, also we call as a density, that is equal to epsilon. Based on the epsilon value you need to consider the based on epsilon value you need to consider the minimum core points of the data. So let us for example from the core point to the distance, if you are fixing some distance within the distance only the points will be meets less than the distance, so that will consider the core point, and these core points should be as a cluster group. So that is we are implementing in DB-scan algorithm. So basically, DB-scan algorithm is to eliminate the noise points of the particular large data sets. it perform clustering with the remaining points also, perform clustering on the remaining points also. So basically, DBSCAN algorithm is a powerful algorithm to identify the or to eliminate the noisy points which are found in the larger kind of data sets. So DBSCAN algorithm is very important for to eliminate the noisy data or noisy points in the larger kind of data sets. So that's why density based spatial cluster of applications with noise. So we remove the noisy points from the large volumes of databases. So we are using the DBSCAN algorithm. So how the DBSCAN algorithm will work based on the larger kind of data sets. For example, if you need to form any cluster label, first you have to take the cluster label. Okay. For all core points, what are the core points we are having? If any core points has no cluster label, then we need to form a new cluster label. Then label should be as core point in the particular current cluster label. So end if condition we are writing for if all points epsilon with the neighborhood of the point except ith point of itself. So we have to form cluster label particular points of the data. So label the point as a cluster in the current cluster label until satisfy the condition. So this is a basic DBSCAN algorithm we are working on under the to eliminate the noisy points on the data. So let us suppose see that example you can clearly understand that. So these are the individual points. So we consider say original points of the data. Based on these original points, so you need to identify the sum of the core points and border point and noise. So for example, all green color points should be as a core points, and blue color pixels are border points, and some of the noisy data also there. So so based on the minimum points, based on the epsilon value, then only you need to compute this process. Then you need to identify the core points, border points, and noisy points. So epsilon value, for example, if you take the epsilon value 10, minimum points are 4. So based on the minimum points are 4, you need to identify the all elements as one cluster group. So this epsilon and minimum points are very plays an important key role when you form a cluster group. So minimum points is nothing but how many points are should be inside of the cluster, that is called minimum points. Epsilon value is distance between the core point to the all remaining points in the original data. So that is called epsilon value. Based on epsilon value and based on minimum points, we need to identify the core and border points and noisy data. So these are the things. So for example, DBSCAN will work on based on the cluster. So we are taking the original points. So based on the original points, we have to identify the clusters based on the number of points and number of minimum points and number of epsilon based on epsilon value. So based on epsilon and the minimum points, we will form the cluster group like this. So if we have some of the any noisy data, so a DBSCAN can handle different kind of shapes and different kind of clusters which can be form a cluster group. So that is a very that is the advantage of DBSCAN. Whereas if you are go for the hierarchical clustering, it cannot handle the large number of data with noise and outliers. But sensitivity of the outliers and noisy, it will difficult in the hierarchical clustering. Whereas DBSCAN is it is only for to identify the noisy data which are found in the large kind of databases. So it can handle and it can eliminate noisy data from the large data set. That then only we will go for the DBSCAN algorithm. And also DBSCAN very useful advantage is it can handle clusters on different shapes of sizes. So this is the DBSCAN algorithm. Let us where DBSCAN not work in all in different ways. So that means that the DBSCAN does not work well on what kind of cases. For example, so original points should be like this. For example, one totally six different clusters will be formed like this. So if we take in the minimum points are 4, epsilon value is 9.5, 9.75. So we are forming like cluster elements like this we are forming. But original points are different, and after applying the DBSCAN algorithm will be different. Whereas minimum value is 4 and epsilon value is 9.92. So the cluster will form like this. 3 individual clusters will changes, the color will be changes. So some of the applications already it is in non-globular shapes, non-periodical shape. So that cases also it is very difficult to unstructured data. It is applicable for unstructured data and um, unstructured data, and it is also used for well-known structures and large data of databases. We can use the to eliminate the noisy data from the particular databases. That is, we can apply DBSCAN algorithm. Some of the cases will not already it is formed structured state. If the already it is a structure shape, then you can apply DBSCAN. It is applicable, but the results of the DBSCAN will be not very good. So these are the cases. So it is based on the densities, based on the densities changes, then automatically cluster group also will be changes, and it cannot deal with the high dimensional databases. So high dimensional, this large number of volumes of data which are found in the database, it is very difficult. So, but it can handle with large space of databases uh, when it is unstructured, it is a form of different kind of shapes that can handle. But it is a structured group and it have large data size. So when you are changing the density, it will very difficult to identify the cluster elements. So these are the things for the DBSCAN algorithm. So the main idea is DBSCAN algorithm is to determine the epsilon value and minimum points. So the idea is that for each and every point should be clustered with the k nearest neighbors roughly in the sum of the same distance. So noise points have the k nearest neighbor farther distance. So plot those sorted distance every point in the k nearest neighbor elements. So that is major objective of the clustering. So especially how we are validating the cluster by using DBSCAN. So basically, there are 3 measurements are there to evaluate the cluster: accuracy, precision, and recall. So for cluster analysis is for goodness of results of clusters, and it is also should be as a beholder of the elements. You can form the cluster elements. So when we are evaluating any cluster element, compare the 2 different kind of clusters algorithm, finding the patterns with noise or some of the set of clusters that can be to evaluate the cluster validity. So I will explain with a suitable example how DBSCAN algorithm with numerical data. So I will explain in detail to you. So let us will go to the numerical example for DBSCAN clustering algorithm. One second, I will share my screen. See the example. You may understand clearly by using the numerical data. Let us suppose that I was considering the question the input of the DBSCAN algorithm is epsilon value and minimum points. So epsilon value is nothing but distance among the conditions which are considered for the all different kind of points which are there in the particular data set. Let us I consider here problem is if epsilon is 2 and minimum point is also 2, what are the clusters that DBSCAN would discover the following 8 examples, that is A1 2, 10, A2 2, 5, A3 8, 4, A4 5, 8, A5 7, 5, A6 6, 4, A7 1, 2, A8 4, 9. So these are the 8 different examples. So discover clusters. So what if epsilon value is increases to root 10? So the question will be asking like, so epsilon value already it is given to, the minimum points are 2. So what are the clusters of DBSCAN would discover the following 8 examples? Would discover the following 8 examples. That is A1 2, 10, A2 2, 5, A3 8, 4, A4 5, 8, A5 7, 5, A6 6, 4, A7 1, 2, 8. So by using distance matrix 8 among these 8 by 8 8 so what are the what if epsilon is increases to root 10? So epsilon value increases, what are the clusters should be formed from this data? So you can solve by using this example. First, before solving this example, first we have to calculate the distance matrix about these 8 examples. So that is the first step you need to do. Then only we can solve this problem statement by using Davis-Bacon algorithm. So first we need to identify about the distance matrix. Distance matrix by using the distance matrix by using these 8 examples. So next, I have the distance matrix already computed in first phase of the K-means clustering algorithm. So here, first epsilon values should be 2. So first I was considered A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8. And simultaneously I will go for the rows A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8. So A1 to A1 distance is 0, A1 to A2 225, A1 to A3 256, 236. Like I compute the distance among them. Okay, I compute the distance from A1 to up to A8, A1 to A2, A1 to A3, A1 to A4, A1 to A5, A1 to A6, A1 to A7, A1 to A8. So this is a distance matrix. Based on distance matrix, first they are given the epsilon value is 2. So the epsilon value is 2. So that means what is the neighborhood of A1? Neighborhood of A1 is, it is the closest to the 2 value. Closest to 2 value. So what are the elements are closest to 2 value? There is no element. It is not closest to the A1 because of the distance is 2. If distance is equal to or less than or equal to 2 condition, there is no element which is there for A1. So neighborhood of A1 is not be there anything. So see that is the statement I am writing here. So neighborhood of N2 of A1 means neighborhood of A1. There is no element for our epsilon value. So empty set. Neighborhood of A2 also nothing. So there is no element. Check that how I am consider the neighborhood of A1 and A2 and A3 like I will consider based on the distance matrix. So in this statement, A1 does not have any value less than or equal to 2. Okay. For A2, there is no value less than 2 or is equal to 2. Okay. For A3, check the A3. We have A5 is root 2, A5, A6 root 2. So A5, A6 are only root 2 values. Root 2 means 1 point something, 1.4. It is less than 2. So A3 neighborhood of A3 should be is equal to A5 comma A6. That is one case. Then for neighborhood of A4 is root 2 here. Neighborhood of A4 is root 8 is very closest. Neighborhood of A5 is root 6. Okay. So based on these statements, I am writing for our problem statement solution. I am writing that here for neighborhood of A1 no element, neighborhood of A2 also no element, empty set. Neighborhood of A3 should have A5 and A6. A5 value is root 2 and A6 value also root 2. Neighborhood of A4 also A8. It is root 2. Neighborhood of A5 is also A3 comma A6 because of it is root 2 distance. Neighborhood of A6 is equal to A3 comma A5. So neighborhood of A to A7 is empty. Neighborhood of A8 is A4. So out of these entire neighborhoods, first we need to identify what are the clusters should be formed based on the neighborhood. So clusters are, so you see that A4 and A8 are closest with each other based on the epsilon value. So they are form one cluster. So cluster 1 is A4 and A8 is one cluster. Okay. For cluster 2 is, see that Neighborhood of A3 to A5 and A6 are closest. Neighborhood of A5 to A3 to A6. Neighborhood of A6 to A3 and A5. So all these three combinations will form one cluster. So cluster 2 is A3, A5 and A6. So what are the outliers? With the minimum distance is equal to inside of the element should be as a form a cluster. So based on the neighborhood capabilities, we form two clusters. So remaining elements, that is A1, A2 and A7 are the outliers of the elements of the data. So now A1, A2 and A7 are the outliers. So based on this neighborhood concept, we need to plot the graph. So if epsilon value is equal to so A3 to A5, A3 to A6 is root 2 value, distance is root 2. So these three elements are less than 2 value, so we form one cluster. And A4 and A8 also root 2, they are form one cluster. So remaining elements, it is more than 2 value. So these are the outliers of the data. So like that, we need to form the outliers. If the problem statement itself, if the epsilon value should be increases to root 10. So what if epsilon value is increases to root 10? So if the epsilon value root 10 increases, then what will the clusters to be formed? So you check the root 10 value. Based on root 10 value, so the cluster C should be as A2 and A7 should be formed. A2 and A7 should be as formed as a cluster. So the graph should be like this. So A1, A4, A8 is one cluster. A3, A5, A6 is one cluster. Then A2 and A7 is one cluster. If the epsilon value is root 10, that means root 10 distance you need to consider for all the pixel value. So less than root 10 value should be form one cluster. So these are the three clusters to be formed based on the epsilon value is root 10. So minimum points should be 2 in a cluster elements. So based on minimum points, we need to form 3 clusters if the epsilon value is root 10. So like that, you need to compute the DB scan algorithm based on neighborhood principle. So what we are exactly for applying the this DB scan algorithm is the input of DB scan algorithm is epsilon value. So if epsilon value is equal to 2, that is first case. Second case is if the epsilon based on the minimum points to be form a cluster. So the minimum points also required to form a cluster group. That is the second case, second input. So based on these two inputs, we form the clusters. So first the input of the algorithm is epsilon value, and second input is so, and also we take the different kind of points that is called DBScan would discover the following 8 exams. Here I am taking the 8 different samples of data. Based on the samples of data, first I need to compute the epsilon is equal to, based on epsilon value, I need to find out the neighborhood points among the each and every point of the data. So what I can do is first I need to compute the neighborhood of A1. Neighborhood of A1, how I need to compute the neighborhood of A1 is if the distance is less than or equal to 2. So what are the points will point. So neighborhood of A2 also same like that. I need to compute. There is no point for neighborhood of A3. So neighborhood of A3, I have the A5 and A6 are is matches to epsilon value. So it is less than or equal to 2 condition. So neighborhood of A3 should be have A5 and A6. Neighborhood of A4 is 8. It is also root 2 value. Neighborhood of A5 is A3, A6. Neighborhood of A6 is A3, A5. Neighborhood of A7 is empty. There is no value which not matches the neighborhood of A7. Neighborhood of A8 is A4 and 8. So based on this neighborhood for each and every point which is epsilon value is equal to, then if any points have consist of 2 minimum points, then we'll form one cluster. So the minimum points are 2 because of based on the value. So A1 and A8, sorry, A4 and A8 has 2 points, so we form one cluster. So in a problem statement is minimum 2 points, we form one cluster. So cluster C1 should be as A4 and A8, and cluster C2 should have A3 and A5 and A6. So these three are there. So these three are cluster C2. Then remaining points are the outliers. That is A1, A2 and A7 are outliers. So these, based on this, we need to plot a graph. So I take the graph like this. So 10 by 10 matrix I need to draw. Based on the 10 by 10 matrix, I need to plot each and every value of A1, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, A8. So what is the A1 value is? A1 is the 2 comma 10. So I can plot A1 value. A2 value is 2 comma 5. A3 value is 8 comma 4. A4 value is 5 comma 8. A6 value is 6 comma 4. A7 value is A7 value is 1 comma 2. A8 value is 4 comma 9. So all the pixels I plotting that. After plotting, so the clusters we are forming as C1 is A4 and A8 is one cluster, and A3, A5 is one cluster. So remaining points are A1, A2, A7 are outliers if epsilon is equal to. So once again, if you recompute that, if the epsilon value of root 10, it will take as a root 10, then if you increase the value of root 10, epsilon value increases to root 10. So what are the clusters should be formed? So once again, we need to compute the neighborhood of each and every point. So based on neighborhood of A1, neighborhood of A2, neighborhood of A3, neighborhood of A4, neighborhood of A5, 8 up to 8 values we consider. So neighborhood of A1 is equal to A4 comma 8. Neighborhood of A2 is equal to A7. Neighborhood of A3 is equal to A5, A6. Neighborhood of A4 is equal to A1, A8. Neighborhood of A5 is equal to A3 comma A6. Neighborhood of A6 equal to A3 comma A5. Neighborhood of A7 is equal to A2 comma neighborhood of A7 is equal to A2. Neighborhood of A8 is equal to A1 comma A4. So these are the neighborhood should would be occur if the epsilon is equal to root 10. So based on this neighborhood, we form three clusters. The cluster one is equal to A1, A4, A8. Cluster C2 is equal to A3, A5, A6. Cluster C3 is equal to A2 comma A7. So three clusters should be formed based on the neighborhood concept. So that can be plotted graph here. So see that A2 and A7 is one cluster. A1, A4, A8 is one cluster. A3, A5, A6 is one cluster. If epsilon value is equal to root 10 for the same problem statement. For the same problem statement. So this is a example for DBSCAN clustering algorithm. So in algorithm itself, we are computing based on the principle. So let us the algorithm is will be working for on different kind of data also. So you can take n number of values. You can take 20 values also. You can compute by using DBSCAN algorithm. So the requirement of DBSCAN algorithm is first we need to consider about the the minimum points and epsilon value. Based on these inputs, and also your consider set of points which are formed in DBSCAN algorithm. These set of points also required for our model. So if I am in this example, I consider the 8 different points. So based on these 8 different points, I need to first of all what I am doing is first I compute the proximity matrix or distance matrix among the matrix. I need to consider the epsilon value. Based on the epsilon value, I need to compute the neighborhood of each and every. So first I consider the epsilon value is 2. So based on epsilon value, neighborhood of A1, I need to check in the distance matrix. So A1 to A1, A1 to A2, A1 to A3, A1 to A4, A1 to A5, A1 to A6, A1 to A7, A1 to 8. Out of all these distances, if the value is equal to or less than or equal to 2, that should be that particular point should belongs to neighborhood of A1. So like that, I need to compute the A1 neighborhood. Base neighborhood, I need to form a clusters. So that is can be identified in a model. So neighborhood of A1 is empty. neighborhood of A2 is also empty. Neighborhood of A3 should be have A5 and A6 because of these two values are less than or equal to 2. Next, neighborhood of A4 is 8. Neighborhood of A5 is equal to A3 and A6. Neighborhood of A6 equal to A3 and A5. Neighborhood of A2 is equal to A7 is equal to empty. Neighborhood of A8 is equal to A4 and 8. So based on these neighborhoods, we form two clusters. So the clusters are C1 is equal to A4 and A8, cluster C2 are A3 and A5 and A6. And remaining all points are should be as a outlier. That is called noisy data. So based on this one, we plot the graph. So I take the 10 by 10 square matrix, 10 by 10 square matrix. Based on 10 by 10 square matrix, I need to plot the each and every pixel which are given the problem statement. So the first point which are given the problem statement is A1, that is 2 comma 10. So 2 comma 10 I plot. A2, A2 should be as 2 comma 5. A3, 8 comma 4. A4, 4 comma 8. Sorry, 5 comma 8. A6, 6 comma 4. A7, 1 comma 2. A8, 4 comma 9. So these are the plotting pixel. After plotting, we have the two clusters we are formed. That is A4 and A8 is one cluster. A3, A5 and A6 are one cluster. And remaining points are outliers of the data. So based on these outliers, we are identifying, we eliminate the noisy data from the out of 8 examples. So after that, if you are increasing the epsilon value, what will happens in the same data? So if you increase the A and A6 is one cluster.